Ooh, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Well, we got a lot of rain today, guys. Wasn't supposed to get any. And we ended up getting a ton. It is soaked everywhere. Oh, got the queen of the mountain and Domino. But as you can see, we got water everywhere. But it's doing good for the grass, but not so much for the muddy mess on the mountain. Chanel's in the background raising cane because I already fed them about 2 hours ago in between rains, and because she seen me out there by her pen just now, she thought she was supposed to get some more groceries, even though she's got a big old thing of hay in there as well. She's always hungry. Yep, but the rain just keeps coming, and we actually had a little bit of hail this morning as well. I was actually uptown and hail started falling on my truck, so I pulled into a gas station and let the hail part of the storm go by and then continued on my way. So it's making it more and more apparent that I need to get that carport up ASAP, as soon as possible. Speaking of that, I'm thinking right there. I think I've pretty much came to the conclusion. I know we talked about it a couple of videos ago, and I was trying to debate if I wanted it on this side of the tiny house or if I want it on the where I'm actually parking right now, and I've decided I want it on this side, especially with me building the other cabin. I think it's too much in a row right there. It just wouldn't look right for the plans that I have coming in the future. So we're definitely gonna make that happen here real shortly. It's an exciting day, guys. I just had a huge delivery here on the mountain. It's probably gonna be about a week before y'all see that on the main channel, because I've already got a video for tomorrow and Thursday filmed. Still have to edit them, but they're filmed. So it'll probably be the weekend when that video comes out. But huge delivery, heavy delivery. Another freight truck onto the mountain. I told y'all guys I've been working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes here lately, and it was all going to start coming to fruition here in the near future. Well, it's starting for sure. It's starting to all kind of trickle in, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I am getting everything that I need to make my dream become a reality. Let me sit down. I don't feel like walking through the mud. Y'all have already seen it flooded out here. Well, I wouldn't call it flooded, but mud puddles here and there. That's just a little box blading that needs to happen to level out some divots, especially out there. Y'all hear the wind chimes? Especially out there in the open field there. But there's no point in doing all of that until I get all of those cedars cut up and all those burn piles burned, and also take down the rest of the pine trees out there and get those stumps up as well. So there's still a ton of work that's going to have to happen out there, and a ton of digging and all of that. So it's still going to be a while before I'm ready to kind of level all of that out and make it exactly like I want. Thankfully, since I cleared all that out and I've gotten it as level as I've gotten it, a lot of grass grows out there now, which y'all seen last year with me cutting out there with the bush hog, and it looks amazing right now the way that it is. So that way I don't deal with a bunch of mud pits and all of that. And it's looking like the grass is coming in really well around here as well. We got more rain for the next 2 days coming, so I'm thinking tomorrow, in between rains, I'm actually going to put some more grass seed out in the yard area. I probably still have a quarter of a bag left of that Bermuda that I put down last year. And now's a good time to go ahead and get that in, especially with us having some more rain. And we're not having flooding the next 2 days, it's just rain. So it'll be a good time to get it all set where I want it. And being that we got the rain today that I wasn't expecting, now the ground's nice and wet, so when I throw the grass seed down, it actually stick right there where I want it. So I'm gonna kind of do a light layer around the whole yard, and then some of the other areas, like where I did that line through the yard, I'll heavily seed that area as well. But I'm not gonna seed that until I get it all kind of leveled out with Uber. I'll have to put the bucket on Uber and kind of backfill everywhere it kind of sunk in, and move that dirt around a little bit, because a lot of it's clay from coming from way down deep, and well, ain't nothing gonna grow in clay that well. So yeah, got a little bit of work to do for sure. There's always something to do here on the mountain. Keeps me busy. I also need to get that line ran over there before it starts filling itself back in. There's already a couple of spots where I've had to drive over it that I'm going to have to take the grubbing hoe and kind of grubbing hoe that out. So I'll probably try to get that materials that I need there. I might have most of it here. I do have some plumbing supplies here, and go ahead and try to get that done as well. That way, whenever I'm doing the rest of it, I can fill in that hole also, and then kind of seed everything at once. The good thing about it is it's rainy season, so we're going to have a lot of rainy days. And yeah, should be able to get everything situated. When I'm working on that area, I also want to deal with that one low spot over there and kind of level that out to where to go down the mountain there, because like I showed the other day, that's the one area that puddles in the yard. The rest of the yard doesn't really puddle up at all. It has really good drainage up here. My OGs know this, but a couple of the new ones have asked a couple of questions about flooding and stuff like that. I am on top of the mountain. I have zero flooding up here. That's not even an issue up here. All of the flooding happens down there by the creek, and the creek is a quarter of a mile from me, so I don't really ever have that kind of issue, so I'm never worried about flooding. That's why I can build stuff like the tiny house at ground level, and I really ain't got to worry about it, because there's really no way for it to flood up here. Everything kind of goes down there towards the creek, so I'm very fortunate about that on this property. It's basically two levels. I have the upper level here, and then it goes down one hill, and then I have the lower level, which is where Destiny's area is, and also the creek right here. And her area don't really flood either, for the most part, throughout all those woods and stuff that you see, because everything goes towards the creek. Now, where Mike and them was, where my daughter's planning on building her house, there will have to be some grading and stuff done down there from where they took trees out and stuff like that, and we never did grade it. That's where you get all those water and stuff down there, and it's like 4 different spots. So we'll end up putting the box blade on, getting all that kind of sloped and flowing towards the creek also, and then we won't have no issue there either. I've walked her land extensively through different rainy seasons in the woods area there, just seeing where all the low spots are and all of that. And the first year Mike and them was down there, really wasn't a whole lot of flooding. But once we started taking a lot of trees out and doing foundations and septics and all that stuff down there, it ended up putting some voids in that area there, and that's where you get all the freestanding water down there. So I will be keeping my eye on it this year as well during rainy season, just to see where the trouble areas are. And I'm probably going to end up taking some stakes down there and kind of staking off different areas. That way, when it does dry up, I know exactly where the areas are that are the trouble areas. And we're going to get that graded and everything flowing properly before we start building down there. So I know y'all have had a couple of questions about that as well. So, but where the old house was, where we brought the rock in and stuff, all that's high and dry. And also where their camper is, where we got rock there, is also dry. It's right in front of the camper where the driveway was, and where a lot of digging and trees got removed is where all the little voids are. So definitely going to keep my eye on it and map everything out. I'm also going to, being that my daughter's here now and she's not familiar with flooding and rivers and all of that, I do plan on that same tree that Mike with Drifting Dreamers got pushed up against when the river flooded really, really, really bad at that time and he tried to drive through it. I'm actually going to take some paint and put some lines on that tree with 1, 2, 3, 4 for feet markers. That way she can look over there and see how many feet it is, being that she's got the Tahoe now. I want to make sure that if it's a certain level, she doesn't try to cross it. So that's coming in the very near future. This week, I've already got the paint. I got some highlighter like type paint, some bright paint, and I'll end up taking my tape measure down there because the creek's still dry at the bottom right now. So it won't be hard for me to go over there and get accurate measurements and kind of just paint up that tree. And just a little safety ruler. I know the creek and I know how to look at the tree and kind of know where the water level's at by the landscape around it. But she's new out here, so I want to make sure that I have a very easy read thing for her to check. Like I said, after a rainy season, don't hold me to it, but from everything that me and my neighbor's talking about, we're going to be working on the road this year and should make a lot of improvements there. And we've been kind of bouncing ideas off each other as far as how to deal with that creek. So I think we actually got a decent little plan to tackle that creek. We'll see. It's easier in thought than in reality. So we'll see how all that works out. But it is on the to-do list this year, one of many things. And I'm just going to keep chipping away at all the projects, guys, and see where we get by the end of the year. I think it's going to be a big year here on the mountain. So make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel, my daughter's channel, and my main channel, Come On Homesteading, because there's going to be a lot of moving and shaking going on the mountain this year, guys. Well, I love every single one of y'all. Hopefully y'all have had an amazing Monday, guys. You done something nice for somebody, took a step closer to your goals, but hopefully you kept it real. Come on.